All right, got a Stryker 955 version 1 radio here. We have heavily modified. This is for 977 all the way down under in Australia. All right, so we're gonna go over the options. I got a full tune-out done to the radio. We've got upgraded finals done. We've got an upgraded echo board with modifications done to the echo board. It is custom done out the face, so you can, you got your adjustments for it. Everything's split and done correctly to get the new control out the face. We have Hifi Transmit. I have Hifi Receive. Sorry, I got something popping up on my phone. Hifi Transmit, Hifi Receive, upgraded echo board with the mods out the face, like I was saying, 5-band internal equalizer. We have a variable peak control here. We have a variable average control, so that'll give us a full range of control of every part of our signal. We have a variable transmit tone control here, so you're going to rotate that all the way to the right for maximum bass, all the way to the left for treble. And we have a lot of options here out the back. Those options being this is a dual monitor hookup. So this connection you're going to take and lead back to the external speaker jack on whatever monitor radio that you use. The center jack here in the middle, let me use like some kind of pointer here. The center jack here in the middle, that is going to be your regular MP3 with line level recording, the piece that hooks into your phone. This here is a headphone jack, so whatever headphones that you use, you're going to plug in here. And then down below, if we can see it down here, is a switch to cut the echo board on and off. So if you wanted to have a quick way to cut the echo off, you can flip that switch down or flip it back up. So to explain a little bit about these functions on the back to start with, this first jack over here, sorry about my camera skills, first jack over here on the back, that is going to be for the monitor. So that cable is going to go from here down and around all the way into the back of an external speaker jack on a radio. So that will get your monitor hookup. The center connection here is a MP3 with line level recording. That is going to go to my adapter, and that will be for line level recording. The right side here, the third jack over, that's going to be the headphone jack. So you're going to have my headphones that are plugged into that. It automatically will be stereo. The way that all this works is these headphones, they're going to plug in, you're going to listen to your receiver right here. As soon as you key the microphone, it's going to swap to the other receiver. Same with the recording circuit. That's what the monitor setup does as well. That leads this left-hand side connection here. This monitor that goes back, whenever you're recording on your MP3, you're just going to plug into this one cable, which is the middle one again. Sorry if I'm not explaining this the best way. This MP3 connection is the middle one. You're going to plug this into your phone, and then you'll record everybody that comes into your receiver. And then as soon as you key the microphone, that relay swaps the connection again back over to the monitor radio. So whenever you're listening with your headphones here, you're going to hear this receiver here. When you key the mic, it's going to go to the receiver here. When you're recording, you're going to record people off of this receiver here with this jack that comes from the center. Then when you key the microphone, it's going to record you off your monitor. That allows you to listen to yourself over the air and also record over the air yourself and others, both line level. So others will be line level here, yourself will be line level in your monitor. So you'll need a whole nother radio for listening, which you do have a second one of my 955s you can use for a monitor. All right. We also have all Mode Hifi done and the 5-band equalizer, if I haven't already said that. So this thing is loaded with options. We also have a modified D104. You're going to run that at 3 on the back of the mic. And then we also have a ferrite with heat shrink, and we also got a upgraded power cord as well. So this thing literally has pretty much everything. I think the only 2 options I offer beyond this that's even on the list is the S meter and the VFO wind up. I believe is the only 2 things that could even be added to a radio, other than maybe variable treble or some of the old school options I did in the past. All right, so we'll go ahead and hook up. I'm already hooked up here. We'll go ahead and modulate and see what we have. See what kind of output we got. So we have 200 watt scale on my Dosi, like I always test with. I'll modulate it. It's modulating to about 123 watts peak or so. We'll look at it on average, 250 watt slug here. We're modulating to about 58 bird, maybe a little better, so some really good average numbers. We'll look at our peak on the 250 watt slug, top scale on the bird meter, and we're doing about 140 peak or so. We'll look at our LP100A for a peak there. We're looking like 151 peak there. We'll look at our spectral purity on the spectrum analyzer, and our output is very clean as well. All right, so from here, I'll go ahead and roll this peak adjustment down here, and I'll roll the average adjustment down, and I'll also roll the carrier down. So we'll see how low this can go. On output, we've got a 20 watt scale here. Modulate it. Looks like I can get down to 19 watts PEP. So 19 watts peak, and probably 7 bird or something like that. So you can get it, you got full control to go down as little as you need to go, and that is independent of modulation. This variable peak is independent of carrier and modulation. It's not an AMC pot that I remote out the side of the radio like somebody on some random forum said. This is a full drive control, that's hitting the final stage, but this is literally gives you full control of the PP, all the way down to 19 watts peak, all the way up to 120 plus, so you got full range. And then variable average control that controls your average output independent of the peak. So if I take and keep this average wide open on this 100 watt slug here, you'll see it modulated. I got my carrier all the way down because carrier is definitely affected for how much average forward swing you're going to get. It's definitely carrier dependent. So we go all the way up with my carrier, modulating the 58 bird. Then if I take and I roll just the average control down, not the peak control, and then we modulate it here, and we'll go all the way down to 40 average. So we drop 20 bird, and you'll see we still have our full PEP. 140 watts PEP is what's showing here. There you go, 150 watts peak. That's LPs. Sometimes them couplers will read a little funny. 149. All right, and then we'll check our peak again on the bird meter with the bird all the way down, and you'll see we still got the 140 peak there as well. All right, so birds down, peaks up. All right, so then I'm gonna cut the mic gain down to about 3 o'clock where I usually route it. Just like to leave just a touch of headroom there. The treble looks like it's gonna be about 1 o'clock, and we'll go ahead and key this thing up and see what it sounds like. So normally I would plug into my line level cord coming from over here that comes out the back of that monitor radio. But we're not going to use it. We have this dual set up here. So now I can just take here, and then we can listen line level and also record line level. So as an example of listening line level and recording line level, I may just take a recording off the air just to kind of show how it works. Let me check it out and see if we got anything like on the bowl. The channel 6 here. Flip over to live antenna. We got some skip, but it's not very strong. But I'll just speak. I've got a 6 on my monitor right here, so it's going to capture both sides. Let me get my headphones in my ear. So bear with me for a second here. I got to get my headphones in and also check with the mic right here as well. How about that port shock? We'll be right with you, man. All right, let me get this other headphone in here. All right, I'm going to plug in my the modded D104 we set up for you. All right, now I'm going to plug in the line level, and we'll cut this up just a touch.
All right, you'll hear me key right here over the air on the Super Bowl. Ain't nobody going to hear me because we just barefoot right here on this ground plane. But you're hearing this Stryker 955 right here over the air. Hello, 1-2, breaker, breaker.
Right back. Hey, Mr. Spark Plug, and you have a great weekend right back. Hey, Spark Plug, I got it all. You said it all. Mr. Spark Plug, good day, good day.
All right, I just raised just a little bit more treble. This thing could probably still handle even more treble than that. Hello, 1-2, I don't have enough hands to kind of roll it around, though. Hello, 1-2, we'll bump a little bit more in there. Hello, 1-2, check, check.
Hey, Mr. Spark Plug, ain't number the 16 pill. Ain't number the 16 pill on steroids. Hey, Mr. Spark Plug, take care, because I care. Bye.
All right, that should be a good enough example. I just added a little bit echo, a little bit of gain, a little more treble. I'll make this thing even more dynamic right here. But anyway, I'm checking out this 955 right here over the air, and I'm listening to it on my monitor radio right down there. Hello, 1-2, and then as soon as I unkey, you'll hear the receiver line level just like this thing is supposed to do. Hello, 1-2, break, break.
All right, and then I unplug that, and you'll hear the big difference in hearing somebody over the air without the line level. Anyway, sorry for the rough video. We're trying to get this thing done on a Friday, and we've been slammed all day long. Take care, 977, all the way in Australia, down under. Hope you enjoy your radio, man. Appreciate you.